guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, The Bright Side Girl, and today we're doing my February book haul. I did not get a chance to film a December or a January book haul, so I've actually got 3 months almost worth of books here to show you guys. That being said, there is not that many compared to what I normally haul. I have around 20 books, which in the grand scheme of things is a lot, but I feel like that's pretty good for me for 3 months. I get a lot of my books for usually around $3 or less, most of them for $1, so that's why I'm able to have larger book hauls. I get a lot of them at used bookstores and Dollar Tree and things like that, so I rarely spend more than $3 on books, just to kind of explain why I have so many. I've been trying to be a little bit better about not hauling too many because I want to get caught up on some of these, and I haven't been able to get new bookshelves yet, so my TBRs are kind of spilling out into other parts of my house, which I'm not really thrilled about. So I have a little bit of a smaller haul, and I'm excited about a lot of these books that I'm going to talk to you guys about. Okay, so first up I have Firefight by Brandon Sanderson. I decided that this is the year I'm going to start reading Sanderson, and I only have one of his books so far. So this I think is the second or the third in like a sci-fi trilogy. Oh, second book in the Reckoners trilogy. So I haven't heard super amazing things about this. I think it's YA, I'm not entirely sure, but I've heard awesome things about Sanderson. So, and I like sci-fi, so we're gonna dive into this guy. Next up is Crown of Wishes by Rashni Choshki. This is the second book, I think, in the Star-Touched Queen trilogy or duology. I mean, look at this cover. It's like a beautiful princess fantasy. I am not really sure what it's about other than that. I have the first book in the series, so I'm excited to try it out. I don't know a lot of synopses about these books, just FYI, I kind of go off recommendations and covers and styles of books and things like that more than I do like a full-on description. So I got Supernaturally by Kirsten White. I think I have a couple others in this series. I met Kirsten White a couple years ago, and she's quite wonderful and really funny, and I've been meaning to get to this one for a while. So this is a supernatural, like vampire, werewolf, all things paranormal trilogy that sounds really fun. One Giant Leap by Heather Kaczynski, I think. Sorry, it's really shiny. This, the second book in the Dare Mighty Things, I think, or the first book, I'm not sure. Duology, trilogy, sci-fi, space camp. Sounds really great. I've heard really good things about it. I think I actually found this one at Dollar Tree, which was really exciting. I think I found both of them at Dollar Tree. So really pumped about it because I've been wanting to read these for a while. Blood Red Road by Moira Young. This one I've been wanting to read for a while too. I think it's something to do with monsters or apocalypse. I don't know. I just heard like a lot of people talking about how good it was. I don't know if it's the first in a trilogy or a series, but I found the first one, so we'll just give it a shot. A People's History of the Vampire Uprising. So this one just looks cool, and it was about vampires, and I'm really into vampires right now because I haven't read a ton, I realized last year, and I want to kind of read some more before the fall time to prepare for Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff, which is one of my most anticipated reads of the year. So this one's by Raymond A. Villarreal. I don't know what this is about. Something to do with vampires. I feel like it's going to be kind of like World War Z, like a documentation of vampires throughout history. That's going to be my guess. So we're going to check it out and see. I found it at Dollar Tree. It's about vampires and it looks amazing. Romeo Redeemed by Stacey J. This is the second book after Juliet Immortal. I think it's just a duology. Something to do with like a twist on Romeo and Juliet. I need to get the second book. I'm wanting to read this duology for a little bit because I haven't read any like Shakespeare retellings in a while. Titan's Curse. It's back on here. I keep hauling and unhauling Percy Jackson because I keep not getting to it. I need to read this one. It's high up on my list this year. I read the first book in the series and I enjoyed it. I just didn't keep going. And so yeah, I plan on reading these this year, hopefully with my husband. Unearthed by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I really like Megan Spooner's writing style, and I like Amy Kaufman's writing style as well for the Illuminae files and things like that. So this is another like sci-fi ragtag team type of book. This is from the Starbound trilogy. It's book 1. I have been wanting to get to this since it came out, so I was excited to find it. We picked up Mirage by Samya Dodd because I unhauled this a while back because I see it quite often, but my friend Brittany said that it's really good and has a good like romance in it, so I picked it up again and it's really beautiful as well. So hopefully I love it. To Capture by Tom Isbell or Isbell. This is book 2 or 3 in the Prey trilogy. Something to do with like apocalypse or possibly like survival. I don't know, it looks cool. I've heard somewhat good things about it. A couple that I have read, because all of these so far are TBR books. Night of Cake and Puppets. I actually found this at Dollar Tree. So exciting. So this is the companion book for Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, which is one of my favorite trilogies. It's like an angel, monster, devil trilogy. And this is following 2 characters and their love story. And it's adorable and charming and I love it. And then Drink, Slay, Love by Sarah Beth Durst. I read this one during Not So Scary-a-thon, which was my readathon. I hosted it in October. The vampire book, I loved it so much. It was cheesy and ridiculous and over the top, and I just thought it was great. It was about our lead character. Comes from a vampire family, and she is cold-hearted, and she drinks humans and makes them forget and all of those things. And then one day a unicorn stabs her in the heart, which gives her the ability to walk around in the daylight. And so she decides to like go to school and make friends and kind of has like a master plan for something that's something that her family wants her to do, and then she starts to actually like make real friends and develop feelings and connections. And so I thought it was fantastic. I really thought it was fun. A couple of random paperbacks. I don't haul a lot of paperbacks because I usually just keep them for like reading at the beach or on a plane. Amid the Stars and Darkness by Shani Lynn Feener. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Look, this cover's so pretty. Again, I got this at Dollar Tree. It is the second book in Between the Frost and Fury. It's about an alien princess who is hiding from an arranged marriage, a human girl who's definitely not intergalactic royalty, and the worst case of mistaken identity in the universe. Yes, sounds great. Alien princesses? I mean, come on. Okay, then we have Roar of Sky, and let's be honest, this is by Beth Cateau. I picked this up because the cover is amazing. And this is the conclusion of the Blood of Earth trilogy. I don't know anything else. Beyond the Shadowed Earth by Joanna Ruth Meyer, second book in Beneath the Haunting Sea. So, nothing to do with mermaids, at least the first book looks that way, and this book looks even more incredible, so I'm really excited to dive into it because I didn't even know it existed until I found it. A Hero for Wandla by Toni Ditterlizzi. So, I have 1 or 2 in this trilogy, but this is just like a really weird and beautifully illustrated fantasy series. Has kind of like Star Wars vibes about it, like alien planets and all kinds of different things, but there's really beautiful like illustrations and stuff in here, so excited to read it. 3 Sides of a Heart. This is a stories all about love triangles by Renee Audier, Ray Carson, Brandy Colbert, Katie Cotugno, Saba Tahir, Brenna Jovenhoff, all those kinds of things. So I love triangles, I like anthologies, and I like all those authors. So it sounds great. One more I've read, House of Furies by Madeline Rue. This was one of my favorite reads of 2019. I need to reread it and finish the 3rd one in the trilogy. This is like gothic, horror, dark goodness. It's so amazing. I actually paid a little bit more for this one. It has some cool art and things in here as well. This is about a girl who's kind of down on her luck, and she is like doing anything she can to make money, and this old lady picks her up and is like, hey, we need this maid or whatever at this house. I can't remember the name of the house. And so she takes her to this house, and she does like work and everything, and they pay her really well. And then she finds out all this mysterious things and realizes there's something like going on with the house. It's not what you think. It's much more like magical and really, really awesome. It's dark, but not overly dark. I just thought it was really great. I got really attached to all the characters, and yeah, I love like Victorian Gothic horror, and that's basically what this is. Don't be scared by the word horror, because I was scared and I didn't read anything for a long time. It just means that there's something like creepy and mysterious. It doesn't mean that it's like Stephen King or gory or bloody or anything like that necessarily. It just means like it's got like a creepy overtone. So I don't find this scary at all, but it was definitely like dark and intense. Abhorsen by Garth Nix. I actually traded my last copy of this one to my friend that really, really wanted it and collected them. I haven't read any Garth Nix yet, and I have a lot in this series. I actually also found Lyriel, and I have Across the Wall. I think I have almost all of them except for the first one, which is Sabriel, in these covers, which is nice because this is the older covers, but this is supposed to be a really great fantasy series. Wind Witch by Susan Dennard. I had this one a while ago and I wound up selling it or trading it. I don't remember because I hadn't gotten to it in so long. But I decided I went to read it. It's about witches and people that can control the weather and things like that. This is the second book. I have Truth Witch, I think, in paperback. And I've heard mixed things about it, but I'm still interested, so hopefully I like it. And then lastly, I got Orphan Monster Spy by Matt Colleen. It says the Nazis just see a little blonde girl, but she's their worst nightmare. Basically, it's about a girl that kind of goes against everything during like World War II. And I'm not a big fan of like Holocaust reads, but I feel like I want to give this one a try because I haven't tried one in a while. Usually they're a little too dark for me. So we'll see how this one goes. Let me know if you think that I will like this down below in the comments, because like I liked The Book Thief, but then like I didn't because of the era. So hopefully I still like it, but it only cost me like $2. So that is everything. Those are all of the books that I hauled from basically end of October till now. Got some really good things. Got a couple things I've been on my list for a while. Let me know if you've read any of these down below in the comments, and I will bump them up on my list to read. And I have another young adult swap trade haul video coming out as well, because I trade and swap with different friends and then I save them and do a video on it. So that'll come out in a few weeks. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time on The Bright Side. Bye.